Alright, guess who's back? Back again. Wilfredo's back. Tell your friends. We are here on his second day, and we're in the neighbor's house right now. We haven't gone very far. We've only done enough to get a crowbar. We've got some first aid supplies. We've got a book going. Or sorry, some books going. So eventually we are going to get ready to settle down, read some books, start thinking about the long-term survival plans. But we're still in the early stages here. So again, this is Wilfredo's story. I am Traumanaut, and we're here making some videos for newer players and old players who are just wanting to check out some of the differences between the game we have now and the game we had once upon a time. There's been tons of changes since back when I played before Cars. Of course, everything looks better now. This is great. The game's been in development so long, since 2013 I think, that they've upped their graphics strategy here, the developers, just because when they started making this game, they were going for kind of a cheesier, retro, Sims-looking style, but now demands on developers are higher. People just expect more, and so I think that's why they've done what they've done. We are hungry. We're going to eat some canned peas here. Alright, so if you've been here before, you know the drill, but if you have not, here's what you can do. Scrub along in the progress bar where I've identified some of the topics we'll hit today, or just follow along and see what the day brings for Wilfredo. I think, yeah, we've been through everything here, so let's get started. We're going to drag this crowbar down to our number 1 slot. So this is Hotkeys, is relatively, well, it's probably not that new, but it's still new to me. We've got a belt, and we've got a back. And because video games, we can put stuff on our back, okay? It's nothing to secure it, it's just there. That's your number 1 back slot, you always have it. These two have a belt icon in them and a belt in the name. That is our belt slot where we can attach things. I think, I don't think we have anything here that can attach to those slots, no. Put a pencil? No. Put a water bottle? No. Alright, so we gotta find hopefully some more gear, get those slots filled up. Things do weigh less when they're on your belt slot. I think, does it tell us? No, it doesn't tell us exactly how much less they weigh, but I think they do weigh less. Oh, okay. This bodes very well for our day. Screws, saw, screwdriver, and nails, which I picked up. I'll actually leave the screws for now. This is going to be great. We can use most of these things to help us on some base building later. So what we're going to look for today, we're going to look for a hammer, a saw, an axe, some nails, and that's going to let us do the rudimentary fortifications that we need to survive in this world. So let's talk about a little combat stuff here. We talked last time about generic stuff like shoving and swinging. Here's just another tip. I like to fight zombies on the horizontal, so I don't like to get above or below them, because I'll show you, their model can obscure what's going on. You can't really tell as easily how near or far anything is. So I like to fight them to the left or the right of me. Oh, we're going to wear this because apparently it's better than what we've got. We're getting that protection up. I'm going to press P. Yeah, so our protection is getting up there. We got a denim shirt. We've got this great park ranger jacket. Now, this game, of course, is brutal. Right, we're on the default settings, which means 1 bite is the end of us, which means we probably shouldn't be taking all of these needless fights. I'm doing it because this is a pretty quiet area, so I can take advantage of that to keep it quiet. It is much easier to fight 1 or 2 zombies than it is to take on a horde. And so for now, I'm just trying to keep there from being a horde by taking out these stragglers. But the reality is this is costing me resources, okay? This is costing me the durability on my crowbar, which is almost at 50% damage. It was damaged when I pick it up, and it does have very high durability in general. That means when I swing it, it's not likely to get damaged, but it happens. And if it was another weapon, it would certainly be taking a lot of damage by smashing it into these corpses. Yeah, this is a better jacket still. We're going to take it. Alright, the leather jacket. Later on, we'll be ripping this thing up in the leather strips, using it for armor. But for now, we're just going to wear it as our default garb here. See if we get lucky. Oh, excuse me. Press E. So we haven't talked about this. Let's talk about it now. Windows. Press E to open or close a window. Hold E to open and climb through a window. or simply hold E near an open window to climb through. For now, close that up. Oh, someone's already knocking. We could... Oh, but you know what? They're knocking over there. And somehow we can see it. I guess there's a window on that door she's banging on. Let's see. Oh, we have a bit of a hammer, a club hammer, but this actually is not as good as what we want. We want a regular hammer that's got a claw on the back side of it, because that'll let us unbarricade windows. Ooh, let's take that wrench. Might want to do some vehicle work later. Let's get in here, knock him down, smash him up. Wow, one hit. Now remember, Alfredo's kind of buff. We took the stout feature. Tweezers. We took stout, which gives him some extra strength, extra knockback. We also have level 2 in long blunt weapons, which the crowbar is a long blunt. So we're taking these guys out pretty easily. Alright, there's another one. Now, I should be setting a better example here, especially for the new players. You don't want to start looting unless you've already cleared out the house. So if you're trying to play, you know, ultra cautious, which in the beginning I advise you do, search the house for zombies before you search the house for loot. Especially if you're tired or something like that, you or the character, because if you don't hear someone creeping up behind you, they're going to get you, they're going to get that back attack, and that is more likely to be a fatal bite than just a regular scratch, which can still kill you, but it's not as guaranteed. Alright, sewing kit. Oh, you don't say. Definitely taking that. We're running into a problem. Alright, take 2 seconds, see if you know what that problem is. Our problem is our capacity. It's running out, right? We're almost getting up to our limit, which means we need to find a bag, or duffel bag, backpack, even just a little shopping bag. And what those things do is they have a capacity reduction. Well, capacity reduction. That will let us just carry more, right? By virtue of making everything way less. So let's shift our focus a little bit. Let's keep going now, but we're going to be looking for those bags. Now, I tend to find the easiest way to get bags is when you see a zombie with a bag on it. I'm not seeing that just yet, though. So we'll just do the usual routines, smash them up. If you're curious about our build, we were talking about stout earlier. There's the first video in this series is where we gave birth to Wilfredo, the birthing of Wilfredo. We basically went for a bit of a, I call it the suicide approach, where if we get one hit on us, it's very, very bad. So our goal is to just not get hit. Now I'm pretty confident from my old days of playing, pretty confident that I'm going to be alright with this build. But combat is a little different. It's a little more responsive. There is a new tripping mechanic, which makes things a little risky if you fall over amongst Zeds. There's also a bit of a stun mechanic now, where I think a zombie can, for example, jump through a window and knock you over, knock you back a little bit, during which time you are vulnerable. So there's some added risk, but I'm still confident. I want to talk about this though, this red watch. We're going to wear this, left or right, doesn't matter. I'll wear it on my right wrist, because I'm a left-handed. And that has added this extra UI in the top right here. So we've got the time of day now. We've got the temperature. We've got the date, July 10th. We can also toggle on and off this alarm, which will cause the thing to buzz. Well, cause it to do whatever it does for its style of alarm. If we want, we can right-click on the watch and set the alarm. Okay, and you can also enable it here. But we're not going to do that. Because we don't want any alarms. They draw zombies. I'm trying to open the door. I'm trying to be polite, be a gentleman, get the door for the ladies, but it's not happening. So I'm going to let them knock that down themselves. In the meantime, check out this truck. What we want to do is get a vehicle. Definitely need a vehicle. Used to be there were no vehicles in this game. It's a very different time. Now, vehicle is so important. You can even, if you want, live. Okay, there it is. Knock me back. Thank you. Thank you for that wonderful demonstration. I paid him to do that, actually. I wasn't supposed to tell you, but we had a talk earlier. I was like, hey, bud, give me $5 if you knock me down after I talk about being knocked down. He's like, hey man, $5 sounds good. What's a zombie gonna do with $5? You don't even want to know. All the brains that can buy. Alright, so I'm walking backwards because there's a few of them. I'm checking behind me, make sure I'm not walking backwards into anyone. Some of these shoves were actually me pressing the attack button, but because the zombies were so close, Wilfredo freaked out, and he had to shove them instead because he didn't have enough space to get a swing in. Now, again, you saw me walk up there on the up on the zombies, so they can't get back up. You're going to want to do that. It's going to make things a lot more manageable for you. But if you're ever in a situation where you're like, I don't know, it seems kind of risky, don't risk it. Walk away. You can outwalk pretty much any zombie in this game. As long as you're not playing with runners, don't play with runners. If you're a new player, you know, don't play with runners unless you want to hate this game, because that's where that'll leave you. Get a good handle on the game before you play with runners. I don't play a lot with runners. I can't handle that kind of stress. I got a server going though with some friends. We play with nighttime runners, and so when the sun sets, we lock our doors because that's when things get scary. It's nice though. It is kind of legitimately scary. You know, they can swarm you on the streets before you even realize they're on you. Swarm your vehicle. It's quite terrifying. Let's try it out. You know, try it out sometime once you feel kind of comfortable with the game. But don't. Oh, you know what? I think this would make a good weapon. We're okay for weapons now. Yeah, don't do runners until you're confident, and don't expect to last too long, especially your first time. Oh, this is a really nice spawn. You see that? We want to play through till winter, when all of this insulating clothing will really help us out. But it weighs a lot, and we still don't have a bag. We don't have a base to leave things in. We're not going to take it just yet. But you know what we can do? We're going to run back up these stairs, lock ourselves in a room for safety, and left-hand side, we're going to click the map here. This is new, right? This map. And I'm just going to mark some little note in here. Add note. I've picked up a pencil, so I'm able to write on my map. I'm going to put winter gear. Okay. And I'm just going to make that very clear that that is in here. So now when I'm playing later and I'm like, oh, where was that winter stuff? Well, I can go check it out. Oh, now check this out. When I press number 1, I am carrying a heavy load. Number 1, of course, is the hotkey for this slot. So I press 1 again, I equip it. It no longer counts against my weight, or it weighs less. One of the two. We're getting kind of hungry. We picked up some food earlier, so we're going to eat that now. And with these tasty treats going, we are going to check out this truck. Now, I did hear a zombie about, but let's try this. We are going to make sure our weapon is equipped. We're going to walk up to this truck. We haven't found a key yet, but we're going to smash that window open so we can unlock it, get inside. We're going to check the ignition. There's no key here. We're going to check the glove box. There is still no key here. But you know what? Alcohol wipes, that makes it worth it. Riverside map. Let's read this. Maps are great. So you've got a table of contents, or sorry, a legend up here at the top. Name of the city, Riverside. And then, you know, here's the city itself. That's all well and good, but that's not actually what we want. We want this. We go back to our main personal map. We zoom out. And there it is. There is Riverside, okay? Added to our area. Now, note, the areas that we have been in are brighter. They're lit. They're lit, baby, because we bring the fire. But this is all grayed out. We haven't started any parties over there, and so things are just less exciting. But we're going to change that. We'll get there one day. Today is not that day. Today we're going to eat a granola bar. That's probably as exciting as it gets. Here's something new. We've got this big fence here. These fences are great because zombies cannot tear them down. Now, new feature, you can hold E to climb a fence. And the zombies cannot climb a fence. So that's amazing. It's a one-way zombie gate. Now we've got a little bit of a horde here. It's night, we're tired, we're not going to deal with this. We don't want to deal with this. So we're going to say, you know what, see you next time. Climb over here. Now, if you're carrying a very heavy load or you are very tired, you can fall backwards off of the high fences when you climb them. So choose your fence climbings carefully, okay? Don't screw that up, because you will die. You know, I would have died even right there. This area, though, we know it's pretty safe. We're going to head back here. There's a couple zombies. We will deal with them. We're going to take their hard hats for sure. show you why once we have them. See if we can knock some more suckers down. When we have some space, we do a back check. Yeah, there's one more coming in below. Just gonna come back over this way because it looked pretty clear. Okay, got one down, got two down. Can we hold them? Not gonna fight for that ground. I don't wanna risk it with two of them still standing. Okay, so we are hoping that some of these guys fall down. Now, it looked like that one did a scratch animation, but we did not hear the scratch sound, and we do not have any wounds on our bodies, so we're good. Once this is cleared up, we will be checking to see... Oh, this is nice. Game over, bros. Game over, construction bros. Alright. So yeah, if we'd been injured, we would have had a wounded icon come up. For now, we're getting unpleasantly hot because we just did a bit of work. We're wet, we're moist because we're working up a sweat over here. We're going to press H. We see that we are okay. We're going to check our protection. Head 0, neck 20. Left forearm, 40%. Check that out. Everything else 55. This one's 40. That tells us that this left forearm protection just saved our life. Okay, we saw that attack animation. We saw it in range. That should have hit us, and it did hit us. But all it did was damage the forearm. So we can repair that a little bit. First thing we're going to do, we're going to grab some of this gear, some of this loot on these zombies. The best loot comes from zombies. And today that means a hard hat. And military boots. So military boots, 100 and 100, bite and scratch defense. Definitely going to wear those. Now I always forget, when you get your boots on, toss your sneakers. You don't need them. Now Wilfredo's pink sneakers were kind of iconic, but we got bigger fish to fry. Bigger fish to fry. We're going to wear this red hard hat because it matches our red hair. And this is good. Things are getting better all the time for Wilfredo. Now, yes, I thought we'd been here before. Looks like those zombies were just wandering through. They were not here before. We are going to talk a little bit about tailoring now. So, we did pick up a sewing kit. Let's equip that to secondary so we can access what's in it. 2 needles and a thread. I don't think we need 2 needles, but they weigh so little, let's just keep them for now. Here's what we're going to do. Go to our jacket that just got ripped. We're going to right click and inspect it. Okay, so right click and inspect. Brings up this and forearm. The jacket was not damaged. Okay, so that means that when we got bit, or when the zombie tried to bite us, something else got damaged. Right click, we can add padding. We can add some ripped sheets. Right now, that only adds 1 scratch defense. We're not going to bother with that just yet because we only have so much thread to work with. We want to find what got ripped. We're going to check our shirt. And there it is. Left forearm has a hole in it now. We're going to patch that hole and see what that adds. Alright, it does add only 1% defense. So we're going to be looking for a new unripped denim shirt sometime. For now, you know what? We're here. We're just going to add some ripped sheets as padding all over this shirt. And that's for no reason other than we want to level up our tailoring a bit. We do have 1 point. We built the character with 1 point. Wilfredo has been a tailor since inception. Which means we have a skill boost there. And that's what we want. We want to start building that skill, which we can do by adding and removing patches. So let's actually watch while this happens. I think we can see 19.5, 20.8. So even just removing those patches is putting up our tailoring. Now, I'm not usually a big fan of grinding because I think there's a lot you can do in this game that's just more exciting. But tailoring is just so damn good. You know, I'm going to come upstairs. We're going to put our boy to bed. We're going to add some more patches to all these things. I want to show you how to get more thread. And then we're going to put this guy to bed. I like to keep these episodes kind of on the under 20 minutes side because I know you're busy people. You got things to do. If you don't, maybe you want to stick around, watch the next episode, see what happens. For now, we're just going to take this zombie. We're going to rip up their clothing. And because we have a little bit of tailoring, there's a chance, yes, that we get some thread when we rip clothing. Okay, now I'm just going to see if we can, yes, we can add thread to thread. And you can do this with liquids, pourable items as well. Right click, add to, put it on the other one, and that just keeps all of your resources in one place. Easier to track. We're going to try to rip up this shirt. We're going to see if we get some thread out of that. We did. Beautiful. And we're going to try to rip the socks. Maybe. Pull a couple threads out of there. Yes, indeed. Boxers. Oh, we can't do the boxers. That's okay. So we're just going to take these. We can't. Oh, we cannot mass add. So right click, add to that. Right click, add to that. Done. Wilfredo's had a hard day's work. He is going to bed. So if you liked what you saw today, give us a like on the video, subscribe if you want to see what's coming next, and if you want us to keep, stop, or start doing other things on this channel, let us know in the comments.